All right, here is what inspired today's clip. I was at the grocery store and the gentleman in front of me had a bunch of these packages, frozen broccoli and cheddar cheese, gratin. Man, they were expensive, and man, they were small. And, you know, I thought to myself, this poor gentleman has no idea how easy it is to make this from scratch. So anyway, yesterday we made some bechamel sauce. We are going to use that to make this gorgeous broccoli gratin, and here we go. You need 1.5 pounds, 24 ounces of broccoli florets. You know, I buy the bags, they already come like that, just to admit it. If you want to get about 4 heads of broccoli and cut off those yourself, go ahead. That is 1 block, 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. And there is our beautiful bechamel from yesterday. Now that's only half the batch, that's 2 cups. All right, so don't use the whole quart. That's 2 cups of bechamel. Now here's another tip. Just chop up your cheese into cubes. Add it to the hot sauce, turn off the heat. You can't cook cheese. It'll separate and get grainy. So the heat was off. The cheese will melt nicely. Again, why shred? You're going to lose a knuckle. Just cut it up in small cubes. It'll melt in 5 or 6 minutes. And then taste that for seasoning, please. It should be fine. All right, the broccoli florets here go in hot, boiling, salted water. I guess hot boiling is redundant. But anyway, boiling water. Now, here's where you got to just trust me. 2.5 minutes, 3 maximum. You're not going to cook this broccoli. You're just going to make it nice and dark green. It just kind of starts the cooking process. This is going to bake in the oven. So I don't want you to boil this to death. I just want you to go 2 or 3 minutes, and that's all that's going to be necessary. Fish it out and drain it really well. I don't want a watery broccoli gratin here. Pour in your hot sauce cheese mixture. And again, you taste that for seasoning, a little more pepper, a little more salt. You adjust. Remember, that broccoli is not really seasoned except for the salted water. Give it a toss with your spatula. All right, and just make sure it's all well coated. And see, I'm using that traditional gentle folding motion. Don't get too rough with this. All those little beautiful broccoli flowers will start falling apart. And then put it into your baking dish, your gratin dish. Now, in a perfect world, how big a dish to use? You want the broccoli to come perfectly up to the top. You don't want it going too much higher than the top. It might leak out. And if it's too big of a pan, it might get overcooked and dry out. So that is just beautiful for me. If I saw any of the big stem ends, I kind of turn them upside down. I want the flowers facing up. But again, you don't have to go too nuts there. And then to top this, really, really simple, I'm going to give it just a really fine dusting of plain breadcrumbs. And I said dusting, okay? So just barely cover it with just a thin layer of plain breadcrumbs. You don't have to do anything to those, because what we're going to do, all right, we're going to take some nice Reggiano Parmesan, and we're going to just sprinkle some grated Reggiano and just cover the top. So that's about 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan, maybe a 1/2 cup. That looks like more than 1/3. All right, pop that into a 400-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, and that is just gorgeous. Now, plain broccoli is nice. It's good. It's healthy and all that. But that, with some delicious cheese sauce we made with our homemade bechamel, just on a whole nother level. So again, I admitted yesterday bechamel, that was kind of boring, wasn't too exciting. But what you can do with that bechamel sauce is you can make so many classic dishes, and that was it. 2 cups of that bechamel with our 1/2 pound of cheese, some broccoli. Man, that's beautiful. Anyway, enjoy.